This is the Craftsman 5 horsepower Tecumseh. This is the iconic snowblower that just won't die. Let's get it on the bench and see what's wrong with it. Well, right off the bat, there's no pull start. So we gotta adjust that. There is a key. That's good. It's got electric start. It's not binded up here. Alright. Story on this. The neighbor brought it over. So, you know, don't know if the history really on it. He said it was given to him, so. But these things, they don't die. I never had a real problem with these things. 5 horsepower Tecumseh, they're really good motors. Engines, motors, I don't know. But yeah, let's get into this right here. We'll back it up now here. Let's get the whole view. Let's get into this right here and see if she, you know, what kind of macaroni we got going on in there. I like that. I love this doggone thing. This will be in the description down below where you can get this on my Amazon store. Is she gonna leak gas? This is always an eerie feeling here, guys, because you know I did warm the shop up, so there might be a little family of 8 living in there. Well, a family with 8 legs. Yeah. Well, what in the world? Okay. Let's get some compressed air and kind of clean this up, blow this out a little bit, and we'll drain this gas too, because you know he said it'd been sitting for a couple of years. So, all right, let me get something to drain this gas. Yeah, I see these on Musty One's channel, so I picked some up a couple years back. I really like going on other channels and kind of, you know, well, that broke right off of there, didn't it? Yes, no. Well, this is gonna be eventful. Yeah, look at that. Broke right off. But yeah, this right here, I got that little doodad idea from Musty One's channel. By the way, guys, I just want to say, the YouTube community family. I mean, I cannot ask for a better bunch of guys in a small engine, you know, channel family. It just blows me away the way that they, you know, really helpful, very nice, you know, nice a bunch of guys. So, kudos to you all. Get back to the doggone show, guy. Oh, this too. Got that little trick from another Musty One episode. Alright. Let's kind of work it back and forth a little bit here. Get your mason jar. Don't use the pickle jar. Gotta pickle your eggs with those. Alright. I already see. Let's pop this cap open, get some airflow here. So we're gonna go ahead, hold it like this, kind of tilt her back, you know. Well, I see the fluid in there. Oh, it hasn't got up there yet. Here, let's walk it up a little bit. Walk it out now, walk it out. All right, here we go. Come on now. Come on now. Is the filter all clogged up? Huh. You know? I see the fuel in there kind of rocking and rolling. Let's take that. Here, let me get you down. Let's take that off and see if there's a clean shot. That might be clogged up there. Let's see here. Yeah. Let me go get a tool real quick. We got a hose cut off tool there. Shut off tool rather. All right, let's see here. Well, come on now. Don't be getting all crazy all right off the bat and all. Getting all crazy right off the bat and all. There we go. Come on now. Well, gosh, dog. All right, I think that's what the problem was. Let's see if she'll flow now, guys. Yep, she's a flowing now. That's exactly what's going on. That fuel filter's all clogged up with the goodness, you know. Well, that's. I'll put it down as a description on these guys too, if I think of it. You know, I've had these a while, maybe like 8 years, something like that. You guys remember the metal ones made by Craftsman years ago? The water pumps, they call them. I used to use those too years ago. But I like the plastic ones because it's kind of safe for the hoses, you know. Well, don't that look like some brandy or something? It actually don't look like bad fuel, actually, guys. Now, if we don't find any water in there, that might be some... Nah. I don't know. It's pretty clear, actually. I know it looks mixed a little rough though, don't it? You know. We'll put some good mix in there. I think it's 50-1 on these. I have to look on the cap. It's always on the cap. Not always, but you know, most of the time. Alright, let me shut this off. Put this to the side. Let's get a rocking and rolling there. Now that thing, hold on. That thing, see, I got the two sizes too, so that thing might need a little extra help there. There we are. The little guy. Yeah, that stopped it. Let's see if... Yeah, that stopped it. Okay. Well, don't use this big old guy on the little guy. Okay. There's pop back up again. Okay. Now you know that is bad because you remember there was no flow in there. So, all right. Now, let me show you real quick. So I just wanted to show you here. That's a T25, and you gotta be careful with these because there's a little spring right here. And then here's another T25 screw. And just, take pictures, do anything that you have to do. Well, that's way too, there you go. Yeah. So, don't adjust this or anything like that. Just take this spring. Remember where this spring is located. I'll show you a little trick what I do when I get it off. All right. I like to use that combination with the T25 with that little ratcheting. So it just kind of fits in there really good. Can you see? You get the drift. All right, just take that one off there. Oh, take that one off there. All right. Now, remember what I said about making sure. Let me bring you up a little bit. I said about making sure that you remember where that spring was. So in this case, there's only one hole. Sometimes there's a couple holes. So you have to make sure you know where that spring was attached to. So now there's a fat piece of metal like wire that goes in there, and there's a skinny one. So of course the spring, right? Just like that. Just kind of let it lay a little bit. Just kind of, All right, here's your little pumper right here. Alrighty. There you go. Now I got something special today for this. Now here's your little spacer block. Now this one is pretty tight on there, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it be. All right. Let's go to the bench and I'll show you what I got in store today. Okay, so what I have in store, we now at Lewis Mowers and Boats, we now have an Amazon store. So things like this, and you can now go right to it from our videos. We're very pleased to announce that. All right, now let's get to it. That it really helps out the channel. So so I can buy junk. All right. Let's get this tore down here. Let me get you a little closer. All right. Let's see what kind of macaroni is in this thing, huh? Ooh-wee. She got a little macaroni. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. Oh, she stinks. She stinks. She stinks. Oh, man. That's something else right there. Ooh, done shook the tray everywhere. I don't want to have to run up to the dollar store and get another one. Alright, so there's your main jet. Let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of macaroni we got in there. Oh, it's not that bad. Huh. Alright. Okay. This is my least favorite carburetor, of course. It's got that funky spring in there, you know. So, but let me show you how it works here. So, you get something to point at that. Okay. So you see that little spring going over this lip right here? That has to be exactly like that. And then your gasket goes over there and it kind of holds it down in there. So, you know, let's get that apart. Don't lose the spring, of course. Okay. See that spring just fly out? That little bitty spring. That thing there can cause a lot of headache, guys. If you don't put that back on there, you're in a world of hurting. Remember, this portion right here, oh, get in there, Lewis. This portion right here gets on that lip. So, you know. Alrighty. Well, we got us. Yeah, I don't care too much for this type of carburetor, but she'll clean up okay. She'll clean up okay. You know. Alright. Let's get her into the ultrasonic and see if we can't get her cleaned up. Alright. Let's see if the float floats. Submerge it a little bit. Alrighty, that's a good sign. Okay. Now, plop that guy in there. Alright. Your main jet in there. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put it on 65. She's not that bad, so let's put it on there for 20 minutes. You know, and then we'll go over there and we'll look at some more stuff on that thing. Alrighty. Ooh, look at all that macaroni. That mixture was 40-1. So it's on the cap. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna have to get this starter coil off of there. Would that one work on there? Yeah. Got lucky on there. It's like I believe this is a 1/4 inch. They're a pain in the butt if you ask me. There should have been a little bit better design, but you know, I'm not an engineer or nothing. So, but, yeah. There's another one back there. Alright. I believe it's a 1/4 inch. Yep. And that is something else to get you guys, I'll tell you that. Let's see if our Milwaukee ratchet will be able to see. This ratchet comes with a 1/4 inch adapter on it from 3/8 to 1/4, so you can use your little guys in there. Alright, so let's see here. My wife got me this thing for Christmas. We got it. That'll never happen again. Alright, so this one down here. I don't think we can get it with this ratchet on the bottom one. We can try like heck, but I don't know. It ain't gonna work. Alright, so let me go get a little wrench. Usually you can kind of get in there like that. It's a little 1/4 inch ratcheting wrench. Kind of get down in there and kind of hold it where you feel where you can get it at there. Oh no, the ratcheting portion won't go on there. So that to be the opening portion then. This is gonna be fun, ain't it? Like I said, these things, they could have been a little bit more room. It would have been nice, Craftsman. But, you know. I'm not Craftsman, but Craftsman. Tecumseh. She's coming off though. Not too bad. Alright, I'm sure you don't want to hear all that. I'll bring it back when I get it off. Alright, we got it off. Now I don't see any you know, anything, you know, with the, you know, the old cord or nothing like that in there. But what you want to try to see if those dog legs kind of come out when you turn it. Now you turn it counterclockwise to wind it. You know, and I'll show you what to look for also. See that little line right there? Let's see if you can see that. See that little line right there? That's where you want to line that up once you get it wound up with your little hole here. So let me go get the line and I'll bring you back. Alright, so here's that Stens part number 140-103. Amazon. Alright, so a little rope here. I'm going to go ahead and burn the ends off of there so you can have nice little straight end tip there. I know, overkill, right? Ooh, smells like popcorn in here. Smelling like some popcorn. Smelling like popcorn. Alright, so I'll get you down here a little bit. Sorry about the noise in the background. That's the carburetor cooking. So, what we do, make sure that you're winding it when your dog legs kind of come out. You don't want to wind it too much because they go, you know, with the... Alright, right about there should be good. Where's our little flat spot? There's our little flat spot right there. Alright, now stick something inside there so you can hold it, you know. Hold it in the position. Okay? Hopefully it don't go flying out. There you go. Now, poke it through. Okay, here we go. Now, you can see it kind of poking out a little bit there. You get some kind of needle nose or a pick or something, and you dig it. Can you dig it? You dig it so it can go down in there. you know. Oh, my string. My string is a little bit too big. Okay. Let me go get a different string. There you go. I grabbed the wrong size off the shelf there. Alright. Let's see here. Go right through there. Get it. I kind of get right in there. Can you see? Alright, so come on now. This is always the fun part, huh? Alright, so let me bring this up a little bit here. Okay. Like a straight shot, you know. It's a very small hole. Let me see if I can't make that in a little bit smaller there. Haha. Alrighty. Okay. Let me make that a little bit smaller. I might even have to attach a little wire on there. This is very, very small, but so was that hole there. Okay, I got it through. It was afraid to be on camera or something. I don't know. Alright, so let's get a knot in it here. There we are. Pull that through. Okay, see that little tail there? Let's cut that off real quick. Don't want anything binding up in there. Cut about right there. Okay. We'll pull it out a little bit and we'll burn it. There we go. Alright. Tuck it down in there a little bit. There we go. Alright. So let's slowly bring it out there. Say about there. Okay. Now I'll bring you over to the machine and we're going to kind of gauge how far out we need to go. Alright, so you know that this is going to be pointing like that toward the opening over here. This pull start. So right about there. Okay. Now put your end through the hole. Remember, do not put your pull cord handle on yet. You know, because you're just going to be doing all this over again. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. All right. Make sure that you loop it so it doesn't get in the way of any wires or hoses or anything like that either. You know, make sure you do that also. Okay, right about there then. All right. So let me show you real quick. See? Line it up with the hose going through there, out the other side. Alrighty. Let's go around the other side and put the, well, let's get these screws in there and then we'll put the handle on. I usually start with the hardest ones in the rear first, you know, because it's just a pain in the butt. You want to get those out of the way first. Well, let's put this one up here first because let's kind of hold it in position. Not all the way, just a little bit to hold it. And down here, right here, that one, this little guy here. It's a tedious process, just take your time, guys. It's very tedious. We got the small screws, small clearances and that. Kind of feel around, you know. Don't drop the screw like I just did. Let's see here. You want to be able to see your hole in that too. Okay. Maybe we might have to get this guy in there like that. There we are. Okay. All right. Let's get the final one, and we'll go over there and get the pull cord on. I mean, the pull handle. All right. Let's open her up. Okay. Stick it through there. There she goes. All right, now, kind of gauge. I mean, do you want a little bit of slack on it, you know, or you want, I mean, there goes that, so, okay. All right, let's put a knot on it. Gonna be about there. That's too much slack, I think. It'll be all right. Good enough. Sweet. All right. Let's go around. See if our carburetor is done cooking, and put her together. All right. Woo! She's a hot stuff. All right. She's a hot stuff. Woo-wee. All right. Let's see what else we got in there. Okay. Now we're cooking. Well, we're done cooking. Let's turn that off. Let it cool down. Let's get some compressed air and start blowing that stuff up. Okay, so usually what I do is I get my pin started. I got my float and my needle in position. And remember that you got to have that little one, not the long leg. Oh, sorry. Not the long leg in the back, but the little one in the front. Can you see? Yeah. All right. So and then kind of get it in there. Don't crush that little spring because you'll wreck it. It's like Operation here. When you're a kid, you know, that board game. All right. Okay. So and then when you get done, you kind of lay that down a little bit. Like that. Then you kind of lock it in with your, in this case, your old crusty gasket, because I don't have any more. I just used one the other day. My last one, rather, the other day. I didn't know this one was coming in. So, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. No biggie. No biggie. Alright. Now, let's see if she's working. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was out of focus. I mean, out of camera there. Alright. Alright. So, let's do the blow test here. Sweet. Alright. Okay. We'll get our bowl back on there. There we are. Kind of wiggle it a little bit. Don't go like this. Just kind of wiggle it a little bit and get it to seat. You know. We can reuse our gasket. There, our little washer. Now, when this is like that, okay, now you're going to inspect these little holes here. So what I like to do is I just take a little bit of this mechanics wire and poke into them holes there. All right, there we go. Come on now. Poking them holes. Come on now. There we go. Go in the front. Gotta clean it out a little bit. Go through this one. Make sure it goes all the way through. You know you got a good passage there. Okay. Now when you put these on, what I like to do, I kind of like, if they get a little stuck, kind of screw them on, you know, a little bit. All right. In my videos, if things are backwards, it's because of my camera. The way that my camera, like it looks like I'm tightening when I'm loosening, loosening when I'm tightening, stuff like that. But all right. All right. Did a final blow test. Let's go ahead and get her on the machine. All right. So you remember that hole right there? You're just going to put your spring and your Z-bend rod right on there. Okay, make sure you got your gasket and your spacer on there. All right. Kind of go as far as you can by hand first, so nothing's binding in that. Okay. Now, I'm going to get our T25 again. Looks like that. Okay. Go down. Then go on the other side. So you're not binding. These things like to bind if you wrench it all the way down on one side and then not the other, you know. Okay. Just a little bit tight, not, you know, you don't want to crack that plastic spacer. So don't go tighten it all the way down like that, you know. Okay. Now, we said something about our filter being clogged. So let's see if we can find a new filter for that. All right. Put some new clamps on there. Those other ones were all brittle and they're broke. So okay. Let's set it up here. Okay. I might take the slack out of that. Yeah, let's take the slack out of that real quick. I'll bring you back. Well, let's see if she starts. On. Choke. say we clean her up a little bit. Plug your ears. Alrighty. Looking pretty already, eh? See, a little TLC goes a long way. Very nice. Alright. Now, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And remember, just nuts and bolts, and God bless.